Alright, this is working, right? Alright, awesome. Ugh, goodness. I don't know why I'm recording at 6:10 in the morning. There are people online, and so I felt it wouldn't be an awful idea. So yeah, we're back. It's been ages since I've played MCI, obviously. Well, I guess not really. It's been ages since I've uploaded MCI. I've been on the server enough lately. I've been playing a whole bunch recently because I just don't want to get super bored. But I have been able to grind up at least to Prestige 2. Also, that's supposed to be right there. And I have to say, it's really nice to have this game mode back. Even if I'm not grinding it like I used to, it's nice to have it as an option to play again. It definitely brings back a lot of nostalgia. Back when I used to be like actually good at this game. I mean, to put it straight, I'm washed to trash now. Oh boy, my dog's yapping. I really hope that's not audible. I don't really know how to make him stop talking. But it's been real weird having to adjust to being like pretty mediocre again, because I still have somewhere in my mind the impression of myself how I used to be when I was good at the game. And I mean, like, my stats aren't ass, but they're not particularly great either. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not a bottom tier player, but I'm not, you know, former top 10 player that I used to be. I'm not really anywhere near that. Oh god. Oh, you oof. Like, it's just so weird not being a good player anymore. Also, I'm so dead. Riot shields. Ugh, it's never helpful anymore. I didn't really pay attention to my hearts that time. I also don't really know how to run anymore. How your ugly self's catching up at all, I don't know. That hit felt real interesting. What? What are these hits? Did I get away? Oh, I'm not getting away forever. Can we at least survive a little longer? I just want to be the last survivor. Yay! I can die in peace. I'm dead to this Enderman, right? Oh no, I'm dead to this. Okay, there we go. Last survivor though, PogChamp. But yeah, no. It's so weird because I used to be so dang good at this game. Oh yeah, there's no master vote before because the little lobbies restarted like twice in a row. And so, having to adjust, bring my ego down, because I'm no longer, you know, on the original server I was like, what, 10th in wins, 11th in scores and kills, something like that. You know, I was an actually good player. Now on here, one, I don't have the dedication to grind this game anymore like I used to. I mean, it's not that I don't enjoy the game as much as I used to, it's more that I just don't have the same urge to spend all my time on here. There are days where I'll play a lot, but you know, I don't wake up anymore and be like, ah, yes, I can't wait to play MCI day. It's more like, oh, I can play MCI? Okay, cool. Keep that in mind. And like, let's be real here, I'm almost 21 years old. I've got better things to do with my life than sit around playing the craft all day long. But, God, humbling yourself is so hard to do. Especially when you still have some people that have a certain image of, I don't know why that's there. Like, some people still think of me as a decent enough player, so like I still hear those like opinions, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I still got it. No, I don't. Like, my KDR is not awful, but do I care about KDR? No, I think it's one of the most pointless stats in the game, especially because I think everyone's KDR is super inflated. Yeah, I'm just gonna run away from that. Farewell. Is that dude getting out? Oh my, how? Did you get out? Wow. You know what? Good on you, buddy. Hmm. I I missed every bow shot that I could have. Vampire, please. There we go. Oh, dear God, I'm so scared. Yeah, like in my opinion, stats that matter. I've been talking about this with my friend and just thinking about it to myself a while because I'm trying to figure out how do I want to like consider myself as still capable. Stats that I think mean nothing are KDR, and a lot of like just total stats, the ones that you can just like over time accumulate no matter what. Wins, kills, like I don't value those a whole lot because they're longevity awards that, while wins can't be I don't want to say faked because that's just the wrong word. Like while wins can't be increased as easily as kills can through cheap measures, kills are inflated a lot, and as a result KDR by those ladder spots. Obviously they're gone now, but people have a really high like KDR, a lot of kills because they just abuse the ladder spots. It doesn't make you good at the game. To sit in a ladder spot and crit. I don't know how I died there. Like how I took all that knockback. That's unfortunate. But KDR is super artificially boosted because of ladder spots. You get a whole bunch of people chanting about how their KDR is like great. And I've called people out in chat on this, and I'll call you out like verbally as well. I don't care about your KDR, man. All it means at this point in the server is that you sat on a ladder and you left clicked while jumping. Like, it's really all there is to it. It's one of the easiest stats to boost up, just through playing in really cheap tactics. Stats that I value a lot more, like win-loss rate, and like just win percentage as a whole. That shows you how often you are winning. So you can ignore just the longevity of stat of total wins, and look at, alright, sure, you've played for a while, but, you know, how frequently are you getting your wins? I don't really know what a good benchmark for wins are. I would assume if you're winning like 1 out of every 3 games, that's like at least you're probably like at a good point. I view 1 out of 3 for wins in this game, especially considering how it can be kind of tough to win games, especially at certain time zones. That's probably pretty reasonable to expect out of someone that's you would consider a good player. You know, if you got some people, I'm sure there are people like 40. There are probably people that eventually have like a 50% win rate. You know, that'd be really impressive. Carbon, that's a new map. But I just don't like the fad that a whole bunch of people, or the narrative a lot of people want to push regarding KDR being a good stat, or like these other longevity rewards. I just don't see them as mattering. Now, at the end of the day, what do I care about looking at leaderboards? I mean, I still care about the numbers. You know, it shows you how much you've been able to do on the server, and I think there's something to say about someone that has a lot of score, a lot of kills. I think like the ratios that result from getting a lot of kills, or the ratio that results from getting a lot of kills, just doesn't matter. Who cares if you crit at a ladder and you got 15 kills? Did you win the game or not? If you don't win, then what does it matter? You pretty much accomplished nothing that round anyway. You got some cookies, but like, you get that. My mouse doesn't show, but I'm hovering over wins right now. Did you get a dub? You didn't? Alright. Congrats. Like, it just doesn't matter. At the end of the day, your goal should be to survive, not to get a whole bunch of kills and say, well, I almost won. There are a lot of things that I almost did as well. If I didn't do them then what does it matter? Also, this jump is cursed. I don't know how you make it. Every time I've made this jump, I'm just convinced it was on accident. Because I don't know where you need to, like, start the jump from. But no matter what, it doesn't make any sense. Oh boy, my dog's barking good. That's not a normal noise. You stop that. But, like, I don't get it. Where am I supposed to jump? A lot of time I just resort to saying this and hoping, just praying that someone will knock me up into the spot. Because, frankly, it feels like that's a more likely way of getting up. Let me out. I don't want to be in there while MCs are picked. But yeah, it's just, when trying to determine who's actually good at a game, I think it's best to look at how good they are winning. You know, especially at a game that's like a solo game, right? Like, this is not a game that's like basketball where you can try to look past championship success of certain players and say, alright, well, you know what? You didn't win as many titles as X player, but you know, we still consider you better just because of what your other stats say. This is a game that you can win just by your own merit. Please get knocked vertically. I'm also trying to figure out where my riot shield went there. Did I get hit 8 times? Like, excuse you? There we go. I told you, this is the only way I know how to get up here. Oh no. Oh god. There are a lot of things out there. Ooh. Let's throw one of these. I'll kill that. It's like, I don't know. Win games you're good at. If you win a lot, you're probably good. I'm not even telling you that you should use 1.8.9. That's a pog. Oh, there's an ender. Die, scum. Is that bone why is there just a bone on the ground? I'm dead. Alright. Wow. Did we kill him? No. Somehow he lived. Unfort. I don't know how all those zombies randomly got up there. I'm still trying to figure out how to make the jump. Like, every time I make it is on accident. Is there anyone up there? I don't think so. I feel like I heard a noise. Someone, like, fighting. Oh, here's someone. Die. I don't understand why people private camp. I feel like at this point people do it to be cool. Because, haha, look at me, I know rank up. Nerd emoji or something. No one cares, I'm sorry. Once again, young Mew Baby, knowing exactly where the survivors would be. Ignore the fact that an Enderman TP'd over there and just made sure that I knew that he was there. There we go. I don't know. People hide in the same spots. They're like, oh, it's clever. I'll hide behind a wall. They won't think I'll be there. Unfortunately, the spots did end up getting really overused. And as a result, become really awful. These are not quality hiding spots. Die. But like, those aren't good spots. They offer you can't escape from that spot, at least reliably. And so when you hide there and you get caught, most of them you're just dead meat. You're dead in the water. And so I feel like it just doesn't work to hide in those spots, realistically. What I've found the best way to hide is generally just going to a, like, standard camping spot that requires parkour to get to. That is easily defensible and has escape routes. If you're stuck behind a wall, or like if you're stuck in a corner, you might get some cheap wins here and there due to people not thinking to check. But it's much less likely that you'll win in those spots when there are less people, because the camping spots get overrun a lot faster, and as a result, people will go and search around the map more often. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just an old, upset, washed has-been that doesn't understand the new way of playing. There's every possibility that that's it. However, I don't think that's the case. I think that what I knew from old MCI variants still applies to this one. Like, Juun, if you hide right there, I'm gonna be just so sad. Like, up here isn't really a good spot either. It's more like, if I'm paying attention and see things coming around there, maybe I can, like, jump over to here. Like, this is an okay spot. It's, if there are more people over here, it's, like, a really defensible spot. It's punishable from the skeletons, but, like, you can hide at least somewhat. It's not awful. Obviously, jumping down is a bit of a death sentence in and of itself. So why can I jump up to here? I don't... Okay, sure. MZ? Yay, MZ. Okay. I'm gonna go chase down this leather and hope... Is he already... Damn it. Alright, let's look and see if we can find people in just some really awful hiding spots. Block it. Yes. Alright, good. Oh, goodness. I don't want to deal with your... I was gonna say I don't want to deal with your grenade, and then they just didn't eat, or they... I don't know what happened there. There's a guy running without sneaking. Does he have a rank? He does, so he... No, he doesn't. Okay. I see some people run with no sprint, with a rank, and I just imagine that they think it's the cool thing to do. Which, do as you want, I guess. I've just never understood it. Like, I want to hear the reason behind it. I guess you could just not want to use the sprint. That's probably it. I am very much of the mindset that you use every advantage you have. Every legal advantage, at least. To your advantage. Was that my noise? I didn't realize you could hear. Okay. Under the stairs, 2 of them. Help, please. That's also something that's helpful to do from my experience. If there's, like, some randoms camping, call them out. Like, let's see. Can I, F5 to see if they're still in here? Never mind, they ran. See, then we can do that. Communication is key. I hate the anti-cheat. Dear God, I always will snap towards it. Not snap towards it, I guess. Like, I'll always kind of flick towards it a little bit. Because I think it's a human for at least half of a second. And I see the sad, sad reality of it not being a human. Oh, here's someone. Really? We all ran like that? Why did they run like that? I don't understand. You're running into a corner for some reason. I guess you were dead at that point anyway. You pick your... pick and choose the games you'll try to drag out for 12 extra minutes. Last person, I saw him over here. I don't know if he's still around here. I feel like at this point he'd have to be running around the map. He's up there. Okay, he should be dead soon, right? I'll take the less fall damage route. I feel like he'll die, but before I get up there, though. Yes, we double hit him at least. That's helpful. Yeah. Whew, I'm almost close to a rank. That's also pretty helpful. Honestly, this video is made with absolutely no, like, commentary plan in mind. None of my videos ever are. I just kind of go on about whatever comes to mind. I still have a few things I could talk about. Brief thoughts on a couple things, I guess. Ladder spots getting heavily nerfed on pretty much every map or just removed. Very good. Ladder spots were awful. They did not encourage healthy gameplay. If you defended ladder spots, it's because you used them and were not sure of how to win without them. It's mostly been my experience. And I don't mean that in a, like, rude way either. I've seen multiple people say that maps no longer have hiding spots because of ladder spots getting removed, and it's not true. Hence, I have no choice but to believe that you relied on ladder spots on any map that had them to win. Hence, I think you're probably less of a skilled player than most other people. If that makes any sense. Riot Shield nerfing, I think it's an awful perk that is gone from like S tier to like C tier. I know a lot of people have, you know, thrown whatever shade they want to at me. Oh, they even nerfed the tank. Wow, I didn't realize they had done that too. That was that recent? Because I haven't played for several map updates. But there are people that still think Riot Shield's super good. You can keep buying it if you want to. I think it's pretty bad now, and most of it's just from experience of getting the equivalent of getting wow, this one really got nerfed. But basically getting 3-shot by a fucking zombie or a mother zombie. I didn't die. Also, this spot looks awful. I didn't die, but I lost 7 hearts in 2 hits. The only reason I know it was 2 hits is because I looked at my Riot Shield. It was at 6 duration. I just... Wow, they nerfed every ladder spot they could think of. Good work. You know what? Y'all really popped off with that update. Oh my lord. Like... What was I even... I don't remember what I was on about. Oh, Riot Shield. Thank... I can't ever... I'm sorry. I don't remember what I'm going on about most of the time. But yeah, Riot Shield just feels like a pretty perk. I'd like to be wrong, but it really doesn't feel that good anymore. I feel like I wasted up for like my first prestige. At the end of the day, it's whatever. I still have, you know, the nice utility that Riot Shield gives. And as I get to a higher rank, Riot Shield will be even more helpful, I guess. You know, you'll have the full iron on top of the 15 reduction. I think it's 15. It doesn't tell you if you hover over, unfortunately. But I'll make it a nicer perk to have. I'll feel less bad about having it at that point, I think. Other nerfs, skeleton nerf, that was awfully done. I've said several times in the Discord my opinions about it, but essentially the reason skeleton's nerf was poor and needs to not necessarily be reverted but addressed is this. Skeleton, based on its armor, should be based on what skeleton should be a long-ranged class. That's what it has always been throughout MCI. It's never been known for like this close quarters class that just, you know, tries to get up in your face. It's more like old Wither Skeleton, I guess. Although old Wither Skeleton, I guess I can't really get into. That class was just broken. Full chain, stone sword, infinity bow, Z power, yeah, no. But Skeleton's meant to be the long-range class that has poor armor, but can punish camping spots from afar. They made it so you get 3 arrows max. They regenerate at 3 arrows. The problem with this is this means you're now punished as skeleton for playing from a distance. When the issue most people have complained about, and I've seen a little bit of pushback, not much. A couple people said they thought the bow was the issue, but never the long-range bow. The problem I have heard has always been that skeleton was too good up close. The problem is, again, this nerf affected it from a distance, I feel a lot more than from up close. Yes, now you can't try to go up to someone, melee him a whole bunch, and then back off and bow spam. But now you're being unfairly punished for playing the class like it was supposed to be from a distance. You know, punish people not from running up and scumming them, but just staying away and using your range to your advantage. The way and the problem with the nerfs also is they nerf just infected bow damage as well. It's like, I don't remember what the resistance is that or what the damage reduction to infected bows was, but it's a lot. I think it's like somewhere between 30 and 60, and I know it's a wide range. I don't remember what the nerf was exactly. But the way I felt the class should be nerfed is remove the bone, give it back infinity. I don't care if you revert the bow damage or not. I don't think it matters too much anyway. So long as you're hitting shots into a crowd of survivors, the damage will be dealt. Also, these infected are not doing much of anything. I guess they're both AFK. No, they're not, because someone's on a score streak. But the skeleton nerf should be addressing it in close range, which I think is what it was supposed to be doing anyway with the removal infinity. Also, yeah, iron pants. I'll try to get a game with those, I guess. But I think they also hit it from a distance when they didn't need to. So, I don't know. Will they revert the nerf? They won't revert it, but I'm hoping that if I make enough of a fuss, that they reconsider how they nerfed it. Like, man, here's the thing, right? I played Skeleton not to scum people from close up with the, bone and then bow spam. If people got too close to me, would I try to quickly, like, shoot them with short, pulled back shots? Of course. But, like, I don't care about having the melee. I just want a bow. And there's also just made the class less fun to play. Having to wait 3 seconds to feel like you're useful at all. It makes the gameplay feel really, like... There's a word, and it's used to describe League champions when they get nerfed in certain ways. It just disrupts the flow. It makes them feel, like, choppy. The gameplay feels kind of choppy. That's not really the word I want to use, but I think it gets across the point somewhat. That you end up making the gameplay just not flow well. It doesn't feel good to play. And that's mainly why I want it to get addressed. At the end of the day, I can bear with Skeleton. It still is a good class. I think I've been a little bit unfair in my criticisms of it. But, boy, it's not fun to play. It's a monotonous mess of a class right now. And I'd like that to be fixed mostly. I think removing the bone is the most, like, logical nerf to do, and then give it back Infinity so that it, has that long distance power. Dragoon and Shell, yeah, that's probably going to be an hell of a game. They're both actually competent. Damn it. Yeah. If anyone wants to, like, talk at me regarding my, like, thoughts on balancing and how I think Riot Shield is one of the worst perks in the game. Not one of the worst, but aggressively average compared to how it used to be, and why Skeleton is not how it should be. I just, reach out to me, comments over Discord if you're in the Infected Discord. I have no issue with talking about that. Wow, I am getting my ass kicked. Oh, God. Was that 8 hits? God. Like, I'm so just confused. I'm tired, so I'm sure that's also affecting my ability to register a hit count. That didn't feel like 8 hits. I'm assuming it was. If I watched over the video, I'm sure it would be 8. It just didn't feel like it. That's you know what? Me using 4 apples and still being down 2.5 hearts. Yeah, no, that was 8 hits. Oh my. I got caught up also in trying to talk about something that I wasn't thinking about, checking the door to make sure that if an infected came, I was ready. Yeah. I have no issue with talking in defending my takes on balance in this game. I really don't. I know a lot of people like to dismiss takes that are against theirs. Immediately it's just like, oh, haha, you're wrong, you're dumb, haha, you're mad, bro, and you just like stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm glad that you came to that very profound conclusion. I don't know. I really think Riot Shield's pretty. I also think Blast Shield is just. Blast Shield's a really weird perk because I feel like it used to be really good. Now I just can't justify it. You know what? I got another kill. It's both the MZs rushed me. I have no idea why. I'm sad. Oh well. Yeah, Blast Shield just feels worthless. My problems with Blast Shield are this. It scales for some reason and starts off at 20%. This is a perk. Ugh, wow. Speaking. This is a perk that really only helps infected. Because zombies having grenades. How often is that happening? Not very. Like I could make a whole video detailed just about my issues with the prestige system, mainly the shop itself. I think the system itself is fine. I don't love the scaling ranks, but it's whatever. At least increases the time you have to play. Also, I'm sure there's some behind the banner. But, there, yep, okay. Okay, it's that one. But, Blast Shield, 20% at level 1, and it costs how many tokens to upgrade? It's 1 to unlock, and then 5 total to max. For a perk that used to be, I think, 1 token, but you got it at 50%. It's just such a bad perk now. I used to love getting Blast Shield early. It felt impactful. Now it feels worthless. I don't have it, but this is mostly just me theory crafting about perks. I mean, I'm gonna go a little bit into some of the perks I think just need fixing. I would personally go away with the scaling on a lot of these perks. Like Z power. How much is this total? This was 1, so 3, 5, 8 total. All right, so I need prestige 4 times to max that. All right, knives just 1. I was scavenger. Let's see, 3 to unlock, and then 4. That's 6. That's 9. That's all right. 13 to max scavenger. Is this a strong perk? No doubt. But 13 prestige. You tell me I need prestige 7 times? This one is like 2 perks. That's reasonable enough. Medic, yep, dog shit. Marksman, I think it's probably good, but I don't know. Marksman's like a really interesting perk. I'm not like I might next time I record this go a little bit more in depth. I think that'd be fun. But like Juggernaut is one of the best perks in the game by far. Like it is easily an A tier prestige perk. It's 4 tokens, and it's because you can't upgrade it any feasible way unless you wanted to say, all right, gold chestplate, chain chestplate or something. If you wanted to have them do that, or like if you wanted to somehow do like protection leather, you could. I guess you could try to do something like that. But like, it's just so much better than some of these perks that cost more to upgrade. And I get the Juggernaut's not something that's always useful. You know, it's only useful until you're level 19. But the fact that Juggernaut gives you, at level 1, better armor than you have at level 14 is really valuable. Like, that perk is... I have seen too many people try to call Juggernaut bad. I don't get it. I do not get it. Also, there's only 8 people online. Whew. No, don't hurt my leather friend. I'm not gonna be able to land a bow there. Like... I don't know how you could call Juggernaut bad. Like, what's the reasoning? Can an anti-Juggernauter please try to justify Juggernaut being a poor perk to me? Oh, that would have been so cool to land. Oh yes. Oh my god. That was 8 hits. That didn't feel like 8. I know I could go back and count that. That was like 4 hits and I died. Damn it. I'm so tired. She's not even looking at me when she's hitting me, man. Like, what? Am I lagging? Is she lagging? I don't understand. I'm gonna rewatch that clip over because that was weird. What? I need to see that for myself. If I'm just like hallucinating where her eyes were. It's like here's how I saw her hitting me, right? If I'm this blade of grass, what I feel like I was seeing was her swing like this. And it could have been that she was like just barely hitting my like hitbox. Like maybe she's looking like this. That would like explain it a bit. But what in the world? Also, what in the world is that down there? Oh my. Yeah, I try not to hack use it ever, which is why I always try to rationalize in my head first. Like, okay, what could be going on here? I may call people out for having weird-ass hits, but actually, like, claiming someone's cheating, I try to avoid that unless it's, like, someone literally, I don't know, spidering up a wall. Or somebody hitting me when I'm behind them. Literally behind them. I think I've reported one person for that? That sounds about right. Just have an idea as to where Jwoon is he back there? Yeah, how you get up there, I couldn't tell you. Alright. There we go. Blue room. I don't know what to call this. Oh, you throwing knife, pansy. Come on. You missed. You bad. You're bad. You're good. You're bad. You're bad, kid. You're bad. You don't know how to play. You're bad. This is my problem with Skeleton. Watch as I'm useless for 3 seconds. Oh, he has a gapple. That's annoying. I did see a bow drawn back. Was that just because the gate was blocking it? Man, I would have dodged if I knew he was pulling the bow back. That one I can see. That one I can see. God, I'm not aiming this very well. I'm getting occasional shots on him at least. That missed! Excuse you? How dare you? How dare you, like, jump up as I shoot you? I think I was hitting the iron bar there no matter what. There we go. But yeah, no, there are a lot of just perks that, as a result of this weird upgrade system, just have obscenely jacked up prices that don't constitute anything that I think is healthy for the pricing. And again, like, 13 for Scavenger, keep in mind too, I feel like part of the reason that they did that was because they wanted people to not get the perks too quickly, obviously. Because on Project Mayhem, people got up to high prestiges really easily. The problem is they didn't have the rank increase system. Now they have that on here. So what you're going to see eventually is people are not going to rank up super quickly. People are going to be ranking up rather slowly because, well, I can't remember what prestige it is by a buying commander somehow costs more to prestiging. I'm not too sure how that's supposed to work out. Maybe it's like rank. I think it's after like prestige 15. That should be when it is. There is a bee here that I had not collected. Okay, cool. I haven't paid much attention to the bee collecting thing as a whole. I just don't care about it. Like 13 for Scavenger compared to 4 for Juggernaut. Scavenger is most definitely the higher perk, like the more impactful perk overall, because of what it gives you as when you're at like tanking levels. So anywhere from like rank 10 with Juggernaut to, you know, Commander. But should it really be worth 5 more prestiges? I don't think so. I can't justify that in my head. If you have to, like, I still think Scavenger shouldn't be able to scavenge a golden apple. Would that make people more open to having the cost be less just obscene? I don't know. Maybe. I would hope so. He's just right now. No, I'm still saving for Scavenger 1 regardless for my next perk. Because hey, being able to get some extra food and even arrows at later ranks sounds pretty appealing to me. I'm also considering getting TK soon because, well, TK can't be bad, right? I also really hope they fix the arrows bouncing soon. Okay, that guy got both of them. That guy, Lobsters murdered that leather. Good shit, buddy. Good shit. No one's in the tree. Did they ever nerf this spot? Oh. It's been in the tree. Help. I don't know why this spot hasn't been nerfed yet. This spot is just as troublesome as any ladder spot, and no one will change my mind. No one can convince me that is not just one of the most unfair spots in the game. We're just gonna punish you in there. Oh, haha! Nice little knives, friend. Excuse you for double hitting me like that, you ugly sir. I don't know how he got that double hit when he, like, didn't jump easy. Huh, interesting. You're still bad, so it's okay. I can say this because he trash talks me for my League of Legends main. Stats. Who, me? Whale bit in Vine. Oh, okay. Whale bit in Vine House. Okay, we're back. I love calling out people's hiding spots, though. Well, back in the corner you go. Fortunately, because I'm skeleton, they will target me. I'll see. That's why you call out people's spots, though. Yeah, those were never gonna hit. Okay, there we go. We won. That's a Pog champ. Yeah. If I were to look at other prestige perks, I think just are really oddly priced. Feather falling, how much does it cost to max this? 1. That's 3 prestige. Feather falling. I remember buying it on Project Mayhem, and it felt really weak. So I don't know. I'll have to think about how I feel about that. Demo, yeah, definitely is a 1 perker. Z power probably is overpriced. Scavenger's my main issue though. That perk is nowhere near reasonably priced. Nope, you can't convince me it is. I mean, I'm willing to debate it. I don't think 7 prestiges to max 1 perk makes any sense. Is Scavenger one of the best perks in the game? Oh yes, I think it's probably the best. But I would nerf it rather than have it be this expensive. I don't think you need to have the chance go up to 20 or have the chance to scavenge as good of the items as you can. I think being able to scavenge 4 heart heal items and better is a little ridiculous. This jump has always been hard for me. God, and there are people in the way too, so... Wait, do you have to make this jump to be able to get... Like, oh. I made it. Nice. It's a Pog champ. Everything's a Pog champ. Let's see. I don't want to jump earlier because I'm scared that I won't be able to make it back over. I feel like it'll be my 1 jump. I get 1. But like, yeah, I'd nerf Scavenger rather than have it cost so much, man. I wouldn't have any of these perks have to be upgraded at least as many times as a lot of them can be. Yeah, now we're gonna sit down here. Gameplay. So yeah. There are also some really bad perks. Like I said, Blast Shield. Consider it only works really for zombies. Because how can zombies can't... There's no Z demo. Or like Demo Pro or whatever I think it used to be on MCI 1.0. So the odds of you getting hit by a grenade as a human are very low. Zombies also can't buy chests, or I don't think they can use the shop at all. So you can't even get them that way. Let me bring it back up. Fire falling, I don't really know the point of this perk. It feels really awful, though. I think it's more just one of those things where it's like, here, have another thing to spend tokens on, which, sure. Final Stand, I don't think I'm in the majority at all. When I think Final Stand's probably one of the worst perks in the game. When there was Final Stand Pro, it was pretty decent. Being able to get back to your tier 10 gear. I don't think it took Juggernaut into account, but I can't really remember anyway. That was pretty strong. I liked it then. But this was on 1.0. I think the second to last perk I got. I think it was what I got before Double Tap, which, yeah, that perk's notorious for being absolutely terrible. Also, I don't need my bow out if I'm gonna be down here. But yeah. I just don't really see much of the appeal to it. Oh, let me back in my hole. Ah, see, there's where the bone delay comes in. He would have been able to stop me from getting back down in here. Also, really, I've already taken 7 hits. Come on. He would have been able to stop me. He can. Ah, love the skeleton nerf. Makes the class very unusable. I took knockback there. Wow. God, Lobster, you're on roids or something. But yeah. I don't know how I feel about some of these perks pricings. Well, I know how I feel about a lot of them. And it's that they're incredibly overdone. You can sit down there. Think about what you've done. Another thing they did recently was, again, they've reworked a lot of maps. They added Sherry Castle back. Some very different looking version. Also, I got a lot of hits on them. I like how it looks, though. They obviously used a lot of new blocks, which is helpful. They reworked Vector in some way. I haven't seen... I got a kill? Excuse... Was that the skeleton? Must have been. But, I haven't seen their Vector rework. I'm going to imagine there are more ways to get up top, though. Or that they, like, nerfed the very, very top spot. Like, not the little platforms, but, like, the stuff that you have to take more stairs up to get to. Yeah, you can just go back down. Like, I don't need these people, you know, like, sitting up top there and then, like, bowing down. That's just annoying, you know? Inconvenient for me, too. They've done that. That's good. They recently made shop stuff increase in price. At least food. I don't know if they did it with everything, but they did with food for sure. I like that. I can't say that I wasn't someone that abused buying apples. But I mean, hey, when you're sitting at Commander waiting for the map you want to prestige on, like it's gonna happen. I don't really have any shame in it either. I think the whole stigma against Commander camping's a little overblown. The problem never was Commander camping. The problem was people getting super far ahead in terms of prestiges. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, it's really easy to say that that's it when you've recorded for 47.5 minutes. Nice. Sorry that my like hotbar doesn't show up. I don't know how to fix OBS's resolution entirely. We'll work on fixing that eventually. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you don't already play on the server, I hope to see you in there in the future. Peace.